Well, hello all, Pastor Mike here. Welcome back to Midweek Meditations. Took a break for Holy Week and kind of looked at the not days that weren't Maundy, Thursday, and Good Friday and talked about the passages, but we're back at it. We're also in kind of this very beginning of Easter. It is the first couple days of Easter. And that is actually what I want to talk about. Uh, Easter in general. Before I do, a big thank you. Easter Sunday, the Sunday of the Resurrection, was wonderful. In fact, Palm Sunday was wonderful. The whole Holy Week reality through Easter Sunday was great. So thank you to everyone who made it possible. Thank you to Brenda, the Luther League sponsors, helpers who are numerous. I probably won't name them all because I would hate to miss somebody. Thank you to Council for the great Easter breakfast and their work. Altar Guild for getting everything ready. Again, for Monday, Thursday, Good Friday, for reading. Just, you guys know who you are. Thank you to everybody that helped make it possible. Thank you to the church for faithfully showing up and investing the time and the energy in that important journey of faith. Hopefully, Lent was a time of growth, and that was capped off with Holy Week. That's always my hope. That Lent is a time of, losing the things that we need to make room for the things that we should be gaining. Kind of like the cross itself. We lose the parts of our life we don't want. They're nailed, and then Christ rises and fills them with new life. And that's the hope. New life. That is Easter. And that is, again, to transition back what I want to talk about, Easter. Now, we just celebrated Easter Sunday, and you heard me say Easter just began. And that's kind of the point. We live in a world where often the whole season builds and ends on the big day. Like secular Christmas is, once October 1st rolls around, it seems like nowadays, Christmas decorations are out. And we got to be getting ready for the fat man to come down the chimney. It's go time. And there's all the build up, and then the day, and then it's done, right? Or even, I was in Target, I think as soon as Christmas was done and, Valentine's Day stuff, but Easter stuff was starting to come out. And, you had to have bunnies and eggs and ducks and chickens and I don't know what else we do for Easter now. The creepy fake grass, right? And then it's all gone. That's not how, the Christian holiday arcs really work. Because there's a preparatory season and then there's the full season of celebration, and the big day starts it, and then there's usually a day to end it. So really, Easter Sunday, the Sunday of the Resurrection, is the beginning. It's the start. It's the beginning of these 50 days, which is longer than Lent because we celebrate longer than we prepared. I always like that philosophy. This resurrection. And this season is important because it really does a good job of trying to fill us in, flesh out, what does the resurrection mean for us? The resurrection is important. It should mean something for us, not just like, yeah, he rose. Yeah, he did. And that is important, but that echoes throughout our lives, our being. It echoes through baptism when we wash youngins, and we did one in Lent. We're going to be doing some more coming up. We're going to wash these people in the baptism, in the resurrection of Christ. And that means something. That's important. That's key. We need to take that seriously. We need to take it seriously for what it means for our life as well. Because the resurrection is a powerful reality. So that is what these 50 days will hopefully be about. And the text for Sunday and all these things should do that. Our first text is always Doubting Thomas. The kind of the second Sunday of Easter, the first Sunday after the Resurrection Sunday, we hit that important story of Doubting Thomas and how the resurrection meets us even in doubt and struggle and worry and all these things. Christ comes to us and gives us what we need. Just as I tried to hit on Easter Sunday itself, where sometimes we get caught up in the proclamation of this important message, it is first proclaimed to us by Christ himself. Christ proclaims it to Mary in that moment. He shows up in word, in deed, in presence, and all that he is. He proclaims the fullness of the resurrection to that woman. And that woman sparks it and spreads it. but it is always Christ himself who brings us that message through the word, through sacrament, through all these things. And we are just the secondhand bearers of that. And that's what Christ also does for Thomas in moments of doubt. Again, hers was a moment of worry and sorrow and pain, right? She was looking for her Lord. She just wanted to do right by him. And it's like, come on, y'all. I'm just looking for Jesus. Can you throw me a bone? All these gentlemen are not being helpful, be they mortals or angels. Why am I crying? Because I'm looking for Jesus. But Jesus shows up in moments of sorrow and pain and brings the good news and resurrection life. But he does it also in doubt. And that's the thing with Thomas. Sometimes we get caught up and we want to guilt doubt. We want to be, anti-doubt. Oh, how can anybody have doubt? That's not healthy. We need to make room for people to struggle with those things. That's okay to have doubt. Faith and doubt often go together. It's the opposite of doubt is certitude, being certain. But in being a relationship, there's always the struggle with faith has always room for doubt. And that's okay. I'm not saying, full on existential crisis, but we don't need to beat ourselves up or guilt ourselves in moments because there are often hardships and realities that shake us. And Christ meets us. Just as Thomas was, he wasn't there because Jesus appeared on Sunday evening to everybody, right? Never forget that. He showed up and everyone's blown away. They've seen it. And so they go tell Thomas, like, Thomas, guess what? He's alive. That's hope beyond hope, man. That's dead guys don't do that. They don't come back. And so his doubt doesn't make him evil or horrible. It makes him human. And his humanness, he struggles with, man, it's too good to be true. I can't get my hopes up. I can't do that. My doubt is based on pain. How often is that the case? Pains and wounds and doubts, you know what I mean? Some of these people, maybe they got out of a hard relationship and they're trying to form a new one. But the wounds from before are there and they cause doubt. They're meant to be with grace and compassion, and Christ does. Oftentimes I hate the interpretations that Christ is being sarcastic or mean to Thomas. No, man, I don't believe that. I don't dig that. He shows up in compassion, being like, look, if you need to touch, if you need the holes in my sides, go for it. That's compassion. Thomas literally said, I'll believe if I get this. And Jesus brings it. That is, I think, the great message from doubting Thomas. Not that doubt is horrible, but God is bigger than those. Shows up, brings it in weird ways that we need. That is what my hope is, again, for this Easter season, that you see in even your own life. When there's hardship, there's struggle, there's problems, there's imperfection, that he shows up, often in weird ways. Again, he continues to show up in weird ways in my life. I tell you what, bring in the good news, bring in the hope, bring in the gospel, bring in the peace, bring in all those things. That is my hope, and that is the great message, I think, of Thomas. Well, Lufta, I just fell into a sermon, and I just wanted to talk about how Easter is 50 days and we need to be celebrating. But pastor's going to pastor. Well, blessings, brothers and sisters in Christ. Hopefully your Easter celebration continues to go well. Hopefully you're able to get some rest and rejuvenation. And hopefully the weather keeps holding out and being good to us. Blessings, brothers and sisters. Talk to you soon. Bye now.